Hello friends, welcome to another video on my YouTube channel, and in this video you will learn how to use Openai APIs using Python programming language. So let's get started. Recently on my YouTube channel I have posted a video about Openai APIs, and I have explained all the Openai APIs like chat, completion, audio, image, moderation, embeddings, all the APIs. I have explained all the things about the APIs and how to use those APIs, Openai APIs, using a software called Insomnia, which is a kind of a API testing mechanism where you can provide a URL, provide the data, see the response, and arrange the things in very clear way. So I got good response on that video, so I decided to convert all the Openai APIs into Python functions, and in this video you will learn how to do that, and you can get all the codes that I'm going to use in this video from my GitHub repository as well, and the link of this GitHub repository is in the description of the video. So I'm here inside my Visual Studio Code. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm creating a virtual environment using venv Python module. So it will create a venv folder inside my root directory. Then I'll activate that. You can see I'm now inside my virtual environment. Let me clear the screen. There is a requirements.txt file, so I'll do pip install -r requirements.txt. So it will install all the dependencies from requirements.txt file. Next I have samples. These samples I have taken it from Openai sample page. There is Openai playground, and there is sample data that you can use to perform all the tasks. Next I have this Openai functions folder, inside which I have all the functions for all the different tasks like audio, chat, completion, edits, embedding, image, models, and moderation. We are going to look into all of these one by one. First let me show you config.py. Here I'm just reading my environment variable Openai API key, which is inside my .env file, and I'm creating authorization so that we can request Openai API. And second, I'm creating this base URL, and I'm creating this base URL so that I don't have to write it in all the files. I can import from config.py. So this is my configuration. Now let's first look into models.py. So models.py has two functions, get all model and retrieve a model. So get all model gets all the models, and retrieve a model takes a model name and retrieve the information about that model name. Meanwhile, let me just upgrade my pip version. So now let's test all the functions one by one. So let me first call this get all models. Let's say a response will catch the return from that, and let me print the response. Let's say Python Openai functions models models.py. So let me run this, and yeah, you can see we have got all the information about the models. Okay, and I am not sure, but there are 39 different models, maybe I'm not wrong. Now, so you can see we have got information about all the models. Okay, next let's retrieve a model. So let's say response equals to retrieve a model which takes model name. So let's say this is DaVinci similarity. Let's get that. Oops. Okay, similarity, and let me print the response. Yeah, you see we got the response about the model DaVinci similarity. Okay, so these are the two functions that is all about models: get a model and retrieve a model. Next, let's look into moderation, because I would like to first take you to the simple things: model, moderation, and then embeddings. So moderation is an API where you pass a piece of text, and it will tell you that whether this piece is toxic or not in terms of different 6 or 7 classes. Let's look into that. So I'll say create moderation, and I'll say I am let's say very angry, 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 and I may hit you as well. Let's catch this into response, and let me print the response as well. So when I say Python moderation, oh sorry, I'm inside open and then moderation py. Yeah, so you can see that. So it has provided the information inside result. You will see that it is flagged true, and category sexual no, hate no, harassment no, self harassment no, sexual minor no, hate threatening no, violent graphic no, self harm no, self harm instruction no. Okay, it is harassment and threatening, yes, though it is not violent. And you can see the score of each category as well. So here in the harassment and threatening, it is about 0.46. So this is how you can create a moderation function and use OpenAI moderation API. Next, let's look into embeddings. Create embedding is a function that uses OpenAI's embedding endpoint to create embedding out of a piece of text. Whatever piece of text you provide, it will create embeddings. So yeah, we are not going to look into that. Now we have two things, chat and completion. So both the things are similar in terms of you ask a question and it provides the answer, but the only thing they differ in is memory. So when you use chat completion, you can pass this messages, which is a list of objects, and each object contain role and content. Role may be system, assistant, or user, and content is the content that you want to pass. For example, here I'm using role system and content. You are a helpful assistant. You can use different prompt here, like extract some information from the user's query or stuff like that. And then here in the user section, I'm providing prompt. So this chat completion has memory that you can append numbers of messages here, like system has said this thing, user has asked this, then system has replied with something, and then user has asked something, system has replied something, and now user is asking this thing. So chat completion will take take all the things into account and generate response, while completion API doesn't have that. What you need to do is that you need to convert all the conversation into a single string and then pass it as a prompt to the completion API in order to get the response. This is the only difference between chat and completion. Then let me don't save it. Yeah, then we have edits and audio. So let's see edits. Edits is an endpoint where you pass input and some instruction. So for example, input is I am very angry, and instruction is convert this into German language. So it will convert that into German language. Or you can say like input is some string and instruction is like correct spelling mistake into the input. So these are the things that you can do with edits. Next we will have audio. Here you can have transcriptions and you can have translation. Transcription takes a file and do the transcription of that audio into English. Translation does the same thing. It takes audio file, transcript that and convert that into English. So they have a micro machine example on their official website as well. That micro machine example, the person is speaking so fast that it is almost tough for even human to understand what he is saying. But create transcript, this transcription function transcribes the audio very well. Next we have image. So image has three things. One, create image generation, that is generating a new image by the prompt. And then image edits. So image edit has very interesting thing is that this is the, let's say, my original image, and this is my mask image where I want to replace something into this mask. So what you can do is that you can use create image edit function, provide input image, mask image and a prompt that replace the mask with a duck, replace a mask with a person. So they will fill this mask with a person. The next, there is image variation. So you provide an image and it will regenerate that kind of image. So yeah, these are the few things, and I know I haven't shown every function running, but you can run all the function, use this function in your code. It's free to use and it is available on my GitHub. Just one request, in case you download the code from my GitHub repository, please consider giving it a star. That helps. I hope you have gained some knowledge out of this video, and if you do so, please consider subscribing to my channel. That helps. Thank you for watching. Peace.